Hello, welcome to another one of my videos about error coins. This time we're looking at a £2 coin which has a CUD error on it, or more specifically a retained CUD error, and that's what this weird thing on the left is all about. So this is a 2001 £2 coin, as you can tell. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this side, the obverse, but on the reverse you can see that there's this oddity going on. And this has happened basically because a die crack has formed in this area. They do seem to be quite prone to die cracks in this area. I guess part of the outer design here, naturally means that if a crack is going to form, it's going to follow one of these lines. So to explain it a bit better, I've actually got a die here. This is of course not a die for a £2 coin, because that would be impossible to get out of the mint, but this is what a coin die would look like. You've obviously got the reverse image on there, and then what happens is the blank would be struck with that at great force, and that design would be imparted onto the coin. So what's happened is after 500,000 or so strikes, these dies do start to wear out. They'll lose detail, so they'll be replaced as a matter of course anyway, but sometimes before that happens, more catastrophic failures occur. So I mean, these take a super amount of pounding, so eventually you might get little cracks appearing in here, and if a crack goes from edge to edge, it could result in an actual chunk of the die breaking off completely. And then what happens then is, because it's come off the edge, when the coin is struck, if there's a missing area, metal from the blank will flow into that void. So you'll end up with a raised piece like that on the coin. But this one's unusual in that if you look, you can still see that there's detail on that raised area. If the edge of the die had broken off completely, there would just be a void there, and you would expect that CUD, which is what it's called, to be just fairly smooth. So what's happened is the breakage has occurred around about here, but then gone all the way back to the point where it's mounted in the machine. So the broken piece of die has nowhere else to go. It's kind of like a sliver that's held in there by the mounting. So it's still there, but it's set back slightly. So when the coin is struck, although some of the metal flows into that void, the retained piece of broken off die is still there to leave some kind of impression on it. And it's not the sharpest detail in there as you'd expect, but it is there. So that is basically what a retained CUD is and how they can happen. These are, I mean, I couldn't quantify it really, but these aren't too uncommon. You can find these in your change, and they're probably worth about £10 or so if you do find one, because people, weird error collectors like me, will collect these sort of things. So yeah, that's a pretty cool thing to find. And yeah, I was quite excited to get an actual die to demonstrate this with. This one isn't on Numista, so I don't know what this is actually all about, but it's a very cool thing to find and have. Cool. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you found that video interesting and informative. Hopefully it explained what a retained CUD error is in a bit more detail than some other places have. If you did like it, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'd love to see what you thought about this in the comment section. Don't forget to check out my other error coin videos if this sort of thing floats your boat, and do let me know if you know anything about this, the tokens that would have been struck with this die. But yeah, bye for now.